You are drowning, but there is no water. You are suffocating, not from a lack of air, but from an abundance of everything else. We live in the age of accumulation, where we are sold the lie that more equals better. We fill our homes with objects, our calendars with obligations, and our minds with endless noise, believing this fullness will make us feel complete. But look around you. Does the clutter make you feel secure, or does it feel like a cage? Does the endless pursuit of the next purchase fill the void, or does it merely widen it? The ancient Zen masters understood a profound truth that the modern world has forgotten. The more you hold on to, the less freedom you have. Imagine a cup that is filled to the brim with stale tea. You cannot pour anything fresh into it until you first empty it. Your life is that cup. If you want peace, clarity, and true purpose, you must stop adding and start subtracting. You must embrace the art of danshari, the refusal of the unnecessary. Today, we will walk the path of the essential. We will explore 10 meditative lessons on Zen minimalism, showing you how to strip away the superfluous to reveal the masterpiece that is your life. In Japanese aesthetics, there is a concept called ma. It refers to the negative space, the gap, the pause between things. To the Western mind, empty space is wasted space. We feel a compulsion to fill every corner of a room and every second of silence, but in Zen, the empty space is where the meaning lives. Consider a window. It is useful not because of the frame, but because of the empty space in the middle that lets the light in. If you filled the window with bricks, it would cease to function. Your life requires ma. When you declutter your home, you are not just cleaning. You are creating channels for energy to flow. When you declutter your schedule, you are creating the space for spontaneity and joy to enter. You cannot invite the divine into a house that is already full of junk. Imagine you are hiking up a steep mountain, the path to enlightenment. On your back, you carry a massive rucksack filled with rocks. Some rocks are labeled past regrets, others future worries, and many are labeled with the possessions you are terrified to lose. Every step is a struggle. Your breath is short, and your eyes are fixed on the ground, missing the beauty of the sky. Minimalism is the realization that you do not have to carry the rocks, you can set them down. When you let go of the physical items that weigh you down, the clothes you don't wear, the gadgets you don't use, you also release the mental weight attached to them. Every possession is a responsibility. It demands your attention, your maintenance, and your fear of loss. To travel far, you must travel light. The view from the summit is reserved for those who have empty hands. We spend our lives trying to carve ourselves into something impressive, a successful professional, a socialite, a person of status. We add layers of complexity to our identity, wearing masks to please the world. Taoism and Zen speak of Pu, the uncarved block. This represents the state of pure simplicity, honest and natural, before it was manipulated by desire. Minimalism is not just about your house. It is about your ego. It is the practice of stripping away the titles, the need for validation, and the obsession with image. When you stop trying to be someone, you are free to be yourself. The uncarved block is stronger than the intricate statue because it is whole. Return to simplicity. You do not need to add anything to your soul to make it worthy. You only need to chip away the pretension. The modern mind is a fractured mirror, trying to reflect a dozen images at once. We multitask, believing it makes us efficient, but it only makes us anxious. Zen teaches Ichijyo Zamai, full concentration on one act. When you drink tea, just drink tea. When you walk, just walk. This is the minimalism of action. It is the refusal to pollute the present moment with the noise of the next moment. When you simplify your focus, even the most mundane task becomes sacred. Washing the dishes becomes a meditation. Folding laundry becomes a prayer. Do less, but do it with absolute totality. A single arrow hitting the bullseye is worth more than 100 arrows missing the target. Look at a Zen rock garden. It is not beautiful because of what is there. It is beautiful because of what is not there. The gardener does not throw seeds randomly and hope for the best. He places each stone with terrifying precision and intention. Minimalism is the curation of your life. It is not about having nothing. It is about having only what serves a purpose or brings joy. If you allow your life to be overgrown with weeds, meaningless commitments, toxic relationships, and clutter, you kill the flowers. You must be the ruthless gardener. Pull the weeds. Keep only what is essential, so that what remains can thrive in the sunlight. A major source of clutter in our lives is the pursuit of perfection. We buy new things because the old ones have a scratch. We hide our true selves because we have flaws. Zen embraces wabi-sabi, the beauty of the imperfect, the impermanent, and the incomplete. It is the appreciation of the crack in the teacup, the moss on the wall, the wrinkle on the face. When you accept imperfection, you simplify your life instantly. You stop chasing the latest model and learn to love the character of what you already own. You stop trying to curate a perfect life for social media and start living a real life. Perfection is a heavy armor. Wabi-sabi is a comfortable, worn robe. There is freedom in the old, the used, and the simple. It reminds us that everything changes, and that is okay. The Zen monk Ryokan lived in a simple hut with almost no possessions. One night a thief entered, only to find there was nothing to steal. Ryokan caught the thief and said, "You have come a long way to visit me. You should not return empty-handed." He gave the thief his clothes, his only possession. As the thief ran away, Ryokan sat naked, watching the moon. "Poor fellow," he mused, "I wish I could have given him this beautiful moon." This is the mindset of abundance. The thief was poor because he needed things. Ryokan was rich because he needed nothing. True wealth is not the accumulation of assets. It is the reduction of desires. When you are content with what you have, you are the richest person in the world. We are hoarders of noise. We fear silence, so we fill our ears with podcasts, music, and television, terrified of the quiet. But in Zen, silence is the most precious possession of all. It is the canvas upon which wisdom is painted. Minimalism extends to your sensory input. Turn off the news, unfollow the noise, sit in a room and listen to the hum of existence. When you reduce the noise, you begin to hear the things that matter: your heartbeat, your intuition, and the wind in the trees. Silence is not empty. It is full of answers. Stop shouting at the world and let the world speak to you. Try to hold a handful of sand. If you squeeze your fist tight to possess it, the sand slips through your fingers. If you open your hand and hold it gently, the sand remains. This is the paradox of possession. Clinging to things causes suffering. We attach our identity to our car, our house, our collection. When they break or disappear, a part of us breaks. Minimalism is the practice of the open hand. You can enjoy things, use them, and appreciate them, but you do not grip them. When you are ready to lose everything, you are finally free to enjoy anything. You are no longer a slave to your own stuff. Ultimately, Zen minimalism is not about having a clean house. It is about having a clean soul. It is about discovering what remains when everything else is removed. If you stripped away your job, your bank account, your hobbies, and your social status, who would you be? Most people are terrified of this question because they think the answer is nothing. Zen teaches that the answer is everything. By simplifying your life, you are not reducing yourself. You are concentrating yourself. You are removing the interference so the signal can come through clear and strong. You become like the bamboo, hollow on the inside, simple on the outside, but rooted, flexible, and unbreakable. The journey to minimalism is not a punishment. It is a liberation. It is the decision to put down the heavy luggage you have been carrying for decades. Imagine waking up in a room with clear surfaces, a clear schedule, and a clear mind. Imagine the energy you would have if you weren't managing a museum of your past. Start small, remove one object today, cancel one obligation, let go of one grudge, feel the lightness return. The less you have, the more you are. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Clear the path and walk it with a light heart.